What up? What up? What up, everybody? It's your boy Jax Wild and the homeboy PG the Hustle. What's up, man?
What's happening, man? What's good with it?
Hey, man, it's another day, bro. I don't
You
know if you
know
can,
it.
but your boy excited, bro.
I know.
We got
I know.
we got the third episode of the podcast. We here
Let's
3
get it.
years. How many times or how much do you need to keep something going before it's like locked in? What do you think?
Um, well, they say it take 20 times, 20 days, 20 times to create a habit.
Okay.
I believe 20. I believe 20. I believe in that
All right.
strongly.
So when we get to 20, bro, I'm gonna be turned up to the max.
So let me put it to you like this. I believe that to be true with habits. Okay,
Okay.
with things like this that we passionate about, I was locked in from the first episode.
Oh,
So
well, bet.
I believe the 20 is just gonna be when we hit the groove and start running smooth.
Okay.
Put it like
Yeah.
that. I don't think I'm already locked in. You know what I'm saying? I know you
Yeah.
locked in. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
bro,
I know you locked in. I have no
bro.
question about that. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to you don't have to tell me how you gonna turn. I know you gonna turn up when they get to about 20. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
So I know you good.
Sirski. So, how was your week so far? It's
It was
been pretty
good.
good.
It was good. I enjoyed the holiday. Chill with the fam, grill with the fam.
Okay.
As always.
Okay.
Didn't do too much. Didn't go nowhere. That's how I kind of like it. You know.
Low key.
Yeah. I mo- memorialized those in my own space. You know. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying. Memorial Day I had to memorialize. You know what I mean.
See, my boy right
Right.
here. Appreciate that, Giles. Appreciate that, boy.
He said, "Y'all better
Uh,
act funny good. Hey, we need to get it. Yeah, we
hey,
right.
boy, it's gonna be all the way turned
Turn-
up. I'll be in here
You feel me?
going crazy. No, so my weekend was good. As I told you before, so we had the cruise. We
Okay.
had to drive down to Miami one weekend,
Yeah.
and then the homeboy died. So we had to slide. Hey, babe.
That was in Tennessee.
Hey, girl. Hey, girl.
Uh-oh.
Hey,
We'll put your woo on the job.
hey. No, so we
I'm
had
just
the
messing with you. What's up, Miss
the
Jax? What's
homeboy
up?
died. So we had to go down there. And then this last weekend, it was my niece's graduation. So we
Oh
just got back
yeah.
from there. So
Oh,
yeah. So
so
we've
you
been
ain't
on that
had
road.
you ain't had a weekend since. You ain't had a weekend to chill since. Like
That's why you ain't
it's like
seen me in the city.
I know.
I'm
But I
pulling
know
up
you've
in the
been busy.
city. This
Okay, are we
weekend, we
ready?
getting in the city.
We ready, man. We ready.
So, all right. So, Peep Gang, special dude that's coming on here. I mean, I wouldn't have it any other way. It's our second guest. We got our second guest, dog. And this dude, I was just left Turkey,
Okay.
got stationed in Japan.
Okay.
And you know how you get to a new base, your supervisor taking you around. Hey, this is the break room, this blah blah blah. He
Right.
walking me through the warehouse. I was going to aircraft maintenance, helicopter maintenance.
Okay.
He walking me through the hangar. Now it's a hangar, dog.
Oh yeah.
A hangar. So it's
Oh
loud.
yeah.
It's already loud.
And huge.
And all I heard was this dude. Hey, so we on here, we going over here, we doing this, we doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like life of the party. And he was like, "Oh, let me come here, let me introduce you to the boy." So
Right.
with none other, my boy, Rock City.
Hey man, what up, though, man?
Appreciate you,
What's happening,
man.
Rod?
Thanks for
What's good?
pulling
What's good?
up. How you
What's good?
been?
I'm good. Hold on, before we get started, we from the D, man. So I see you got your thing. You get down with Detroit, man.
Hey.
It's only right. Put the thing, dog.
Let them know. Let them see them.
Hey,
let
them know.
the things, dog.
Already.
What's good with you, baby?
What's good? I'm good. Appreciate you for having me on, man. It's I love you, bro. And forever and always. You know what I'm saying? You've been true, you've been loyal, you've been cool, you've been a lot, man. Switched up, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, no doubt. So as we always do, when you join this show, it's time for the drop. So the drop is how you get in the military, why you choose the Air Force, what was the weeks, months, whatever leading up to it, and just give us a rundown how you joined the military.
Man, so it's and I'll never forget the story. It literally changed. So, I graduated, and I don't want to tell my age, but like, I was just old. Like, she told me like probably like 2 months before I graduated. She's like, look, you about to graduate, you're gonna have to do something. She was like, you can't just be sitting around here doing nothing. I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm like, I just blew it off. Graduated, everything was good. You know what I'm saying? About that first month, you know what I'm saying? I'm living it up. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I ain't gotta go back to school, nothing.
Right.
Sleeping in, cool. Man, about that second month, I come in the house, the bed broke down. my bed. It's broke down. I'm like,
wait. Cool. It's broke down like you've been using it and it fell.
Broke down like we moving and I gotta take everything out of here. Like, you remember the old frames that he used to fold up?
Yes. Oh, I knew exactly what he was talking about when he said broke down, Jack.
It's vertical in the corner. The whole frame.
Boy, that's how I pictured it. And the mattress leaning up, huh? Standing up on the end,
up against the wall.
Well, yeah, but hey, I knew exactly what he meant when he said broke down, nigga.
So set the scene. So while you was gone,
my shit moved before.
While you was gone, mama in there breaking the bed down, got the screw, got the little Allen wrench.
Went outside to hang with the homies. Went outside, we kicking it, we chilling. I'm outside all day. We outside, whatever.
Yeah.
I come inside, I'm like, yeah, mom. Bed up against the wall. She like, you got to do something. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Put my bed back together?
You better have a game plan. Listen, you got 4 hours to figure it out.
Whoa.
Hey.
Like my mom's didn't play. My mom's loved me, but what it was is we grew up on Schoolcraft and Greenfield. That's the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't the worst hood, but it's the hood. You know what I'm saying? My mom Deuce, you know what I'm saying? May she rest in peace. She passed away a couple years ago, but she loved me, man, and she was the prototype, and I am my mother's child, So anyway, I'm like, I don't know what to do. So my mom was like, look, I won't ask you for no favors in life. I won't tell you who to marry. I won't tell you how many kids to have. I won't tell you, where to live at, nothing. I'm only going to ask you for one thing ever in life. I don't care if you hit the lottery for $100 million. Then you ain't got to give me $1. She said, join the military. And I'm like, all right, cool.
Hey, so buddy, hold on. Buddy said, push that mattress against the wall.
Not playing. So,
yo, DG, that's
my
hilarious.
dad, you know what I'm saying? I was like, Dad, like, what do you think? And so my dad, he was, he grew up during the Vietnam era. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Their pops right there, Superman. So he couldn't join the military because he the only child. So that was during the Vietnam era.
They wouldn't let me.
Yeah. And so my grandfather, he was in the army. So it skipped a generation. My dad was hot. Yeah.
So he wanted to go.
Yeah. And so he was like, look, I'm going to tell you the same thing your mama told you. I ain't going to ask you for nothing. Just join the Air Force. And I'm like, because I went to go sign up for the Marines.
Oh, Lord.
Oh.
No disrespect.
I literally I was supposed to go to basic training in like 2 months. And I signed. They was about to get me up out of there. We had to go down to the recruitment office. My grandfather, my dad, my mom, my uncle, and my cousin that was all in the military. We had to strong arm the Marines to let me go to get to the Air Force because I had already signed up. They was like, no, that's our recruit.
Oh, you gone.
Right.
They was trying to get me up out of there. So I
So it
ended
took
up
the pull.
signing.
It took the pull from your grandfather. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. I just
Yeah.
wanted to get deeper. It took the pull from your.
Yeah.
It was your grandfather that went down there and actually
Yes.
made the difference, wasn't it?
Yep, because when he went in there, he was like, I'm a war, because he was a World War II vet. He was D-Day plus two.
Oh yeah. You said D-Day plus two? Oh yeah, boy.
Anything he say, we doing it. I don't,
you got
Marine, whatever. What that man said, that's what we about to do.
They respected it. Now, the cool part about it is before I joined, the reason why I wanted to join is because literally before I actually went through that process, literally like 2 weeks before I signed up for the Marines originally, and then I ended up going to the Air Force, one of the homies got shot.
Ooh.
One of the homies got killed. One of the homies got stabbed. One of the homies went to jail. One of the homies ended up finding out he got a girl pregnant. One of the homies got beat up. I'm talking about it was like going around like everybody was going through something.
That's wow.
Yo, that's crazy.
So I was like, yeah, let me get up out of here, man. And my mom's was like, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm cool. I'm emotionally intelligent. I cried, man, because my mom was like, what's wrong? Like, why? What are you so worried about? I'm like, Mom, I feel like Mitch on Paid in Full. Like, if I lead a game.
Wait. So you talking about leaving these bruhs?
Yeah, man. That's
okay.
The homies, man. There's everybody there. And that's probably like 1/3 of the crew, man. You know what I'm saying?
So we gotta take a pause for the calls.
Yeah.
Because give us the year. Because don't give us the year. Hustle. What year was this? Because you could just tell by the clothes.
Oh, it's late 90s, early 2000s, baby. You know what that is.
Hey,
you see them big ass shirts, them polos with them jeans, boy, them shirts with the long sleeve. Come on, boy, stop playing. You see the print. You see the print on my boy's jacket right there on the back. Boy. Come on, man.
Boy, tell him.
The first to do it.
Boy, you had a crew of soldier boys, man.
Man, listen.
It was a wild time, man.
Yeah, but
this nigga right here in the black is the prototype.
Yeah,
in the black. When you look at 2000, that's him. You look at 2000.
And the crazy part,
that's him.
That's my man James. He and the crazy part is looking at this picture, looking back now, everybody except for my man in the middle with the blue shirt on and the D fitted, that I'm standing next to. That's a little bro. That's Donovan. That's D-Dot. And unfortunately, he was killed in a car accident. The crazy part is it was two people in the front drunk. He was in the back seat asleep. The car flipped over. He got ejected from the car. The other two dudes survived.
Dang.
And so this picture mean a lot to everybody, man. This picture mean a lot to the crew, man, because this was this was the day. And so like them two houses, like we stayed next to each other. Like the house on the left, that's my house where I took my first steps at, and D-Dot stayed right next door to me. His little brother and me got the same birthday. Like there's a lot of love in this picture, man. So looking at this picture, man, and seeing how much everybody grew, like everybody got kids now. Almost everybody in the picture married. My cousin is in the very, very back. He passed away. He got killed, man, when he was down in Texas, man. But it's still good to see our brotherhood.
James, the one right here to the left, he got the real 100.
Yeah.
So shout out to the real 100.
What's
Y'all
that?
go follow him.
The real 100. Oh, that's his page and stuff. That's his stuff, right?
Yeah, the real 100, man. Go follow James, man. Out. He just dropped some shirts. He got some hoodies out. He doing it real. They got a podcast too. So
he do a podcast with his wife, man. Sweet.
Yeah. Nice. So my bad. I had to take a pause there because
I was like,
that's cool. I like that picture, man. That
was like 06, I think, like maybe 05.
Okay,
05 or so.
Yeah. Boy.
Yeah, y'all was lean when it rock with it during that time.
Yeah, man. But yeah, that's
definitely
why I
snap music.
Military. So the homies, like I just seen so much, and fortunately enough, everybody there, you know what I'm saying, they kind of made it through that. You know what I'm saying, like that early 2000, like everybody started kind of like figuring it out. Like when I left, I changed the whole trajectory. I feel like of the crew. They was like, Q, because everybody called me Q on the block. You know what I'm saying? They're like, Q got up out of here. Like he did. Like and going down to Valdosta, Georgia at Moody Air Force Base, then going over to Japan for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? And then leaving there and then going to Las Vegas for 2 years and Afghanistan, Iraq, and Spain and Sri Lanka, and seeing the world change. Like they like when I'm sending them pictures, they like I remember right when it was Thug Motivation 101, and I'm coming home with a Japanese phone. Everything that you can pay with on your phone, I was like 10 years ahead of that because I had a Japanese phone. You like, what you mean you can pay with your credit card? Yeah, I can pay with my phone, and they all types of crazy stuff. Like because they so like the technology so advanced over there. It was just blew their mind. They was
you was paying with your phone here back in the day, like in the 2000s already, like bro.
Yes.
Bro, when we was in Japan,
crazy.
Bro,
that's dope.
We was in Japan. I got there in 2003. Went to Texas. Now we talked to Cotton last week, and he was talking about the sidekicks and the stuff with the keyboards. In Japan, at the same time, we was using flip phones and doing the texting and all that, emojis, the whole gambit, bro. It was wild. Like I was like, and then when I got back home or back to the States in 2006, I felt like I was a head and shoulders ahead of the time just by what we went through in Japan. Japan, like low key, it had they had the tech. And my boy Dave right there. What's up, Dave?
Yeah, so like technology wise, they're 10 years ahead of us, but culturally they're like 15 behind. Like when we was there in 03, 04, 05, they would like Biggie and Pac was huge.
Yeah.
Like you could not tell them that Biggie and Pac was not the greatest rappers. They didn't care about nothing else. Now reggae they love reggae.
Yep.
They love old school hip hop. Like, and it was crazy that like that whole Sean Paul, Dutty Wine, all that was crazy. Crazy.
Them niggas still buying box Chevys and shit like that over there like crazy.
Yeah. Listen, I'm telling you, like culturally they are way behind. But then you walk in the store, like I'm over exaggerating, but like they had 4K TVs way before we had it.
Yeah,
like, wow.
Yeah. Like crazy. Yeah, food, everything is all advanced.
And I mean, we had a time in
my God.
Japan when I met this dude. Man, I met this dude, man, and like we was instantaneous. It was me and him, and then he because when I met him, I said, "Oh, what up, though?" He was like, "What you know about that?"
What you say?
What you talking about from the D? He was like, "I'm from the D." Oh, that's cool. So then he grabbed me, took me away from my supervisor. He was like, I got it from here. We go down the hall and meet another dude from the D, and us three, me, him, and Marcus was inseparable, bro.
Just linked up, huh?
Yeah.
It was we was linked to the max. There go.
What's up? What's up, Tanika? What's up?
So a couple things. If you could go back, if Hustle had the box Chevy with the time machine in the trunk, and we going back
88 miles per hour,
would you do it again, or yes or no? What would your routes be?
Now, when you say do it again, like would you say like join the military, or are you saying get out, or what you mean?
Yeah, what would you do? Would you come back? Would you do the military over again, or would you take a different one? Yeah,
I mean, it's kind of hard to say, man. You know, I asked that. You know, a lot of people ask me that question, like, would you do it again? Would you stay in? But it's like, we men of God. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everything is divine, and like what's for me is for me. Yeah. I had a blast, man. I had a blast. Like everything. You know, I tell my little cousin all the time, like life boils down to one concept, like simple concept. You either work now or you play later. Or you can play now, and then you're going to be working until you 60, 65. So a lot of things.
Nah. You going to say that again.
Yeah, please.
You going to say that again. Now, slow it down and say it again.
Get your recorders ready.
So life boils down to one concept. I mean, there's a lot of intricate details and everything like that. But you either work now, and then you can play later in life. or you're gonna play the first half of your life, and then you're gonna have to be working till later. Because most people, the average person at 18, they don't get it together until 30. They playing that whole time. They partying, turned up, they doing everything they want to do. And then when 30 hit, life start getting real. And I tell every young person, life don't start till 30. You're gonna make 100 mistakes before then. So for me, my first 12 years of my life, I had a full-time career. So from 18 to 30, my two enlistments, from 6 years, I worked. And so now I'm 40 plus now. I'm literally, we talked about it the other day, I'm doing side missions.
Yeah. Right.
Like I beat the game.
The main mission complete. Right.
I'm done. I'm in my new game plus. I'm at 100%. So like now,
I ain't gonna lie, that's how I be feeling too sometimes. Like,
man, your life is, and it's not easy, you know what I'm saying? But like not having to, do Z and work super duper hard because you put that sweat equity in the beginning.
See that mouse.
You know what I'm saying? I'm outside.
Hey, DW say he playing now, boy.
Hey, he playing. He said he didn't work all. He working. I'm outside.
I heard that.
And I told myself at a young age, 5 is my favorite number. I was born in the 5th month. I stayed the 5th house off the corner. I just believe in numerology, and I was born at 5:55 in the morning. So I told myself at a young age, I'm trying to be retired, completely done working. Now I don't want to clock in nowhere at 55. And I'm 15 years ahead of schedule.
There you go. That's what's up.
Yeah, but to answer your question, like if I could go back, man, congratulations on your retirement, bro. I thought about that. Like when I hit a certain age, I was like, damn, I'll be retired right now. But I feel like I'd have lost out on, when I worked at Quicken Loans, I felt like I wouldn't have went to Texas, and I love my son. I wouldn't have my son. I probably have another kid with somewhere else. But like everything is purposeful. God don't make no mistakes. What's for me is for me. And so part of me miss it. I kind of wish I'd have stayed in. But then also, I came back to the city, baby. And so I got busy. And to your point, I wouldn't have been able to establish the relationships that I have now in the movie game.
Yeah.
Had I not been here.
Oh, don't get to the movies yet.
Okay.
Right. Hold on. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Because I just wanted to touch on something. One of the gifts of this podcast. We joke and stuff and we have a good time, but one of the things I want to get across to folks is you hear the folks say, if you do 10, you might as well do 20. If you do 4, you might as well do 8. And then, but no. I would say I stayed in and I was successful all the way through. I had my bumps in the road. Hustle did 1 and he's doing well, right? You did 2.
I that was like we went through before on the first episode. That was my spanking. Like I needed, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was my wake up call. Cause like bro just said, like I'm in the middle of that. Yeah. So like bro just said, you either play, you know what I'm saying, when you young. It's like in my case, I started to play and then I got spanked. And then I got put right back on track. No, dead ass. That's why I felt that shit so much when he said that, because I'm dead in the middle. Like I was almost there to where it was like I'm about to be fucked up for the rest of my life. But then I got to the point where, like he said, like now I done beat the game. So everything I do now is a side mission. Like all this shit now is side mission. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's fun. It's not. I'm not worried about shit. You know what I'm saying? We not pressed about nothing.
I tell people being in the military. Like when people ask me how was it, I tell them it was like a bad marriage. And what happened was you go through the honeymoon phase. You're like, oh man, what's up? You know what I'm saying? What's up? And then you get together and you date and you be like, no, this is fire. And then you go through that initial process. And just like being in a marriage, which you've been married for a long time. You start to learn each other, and then you either adjust or you don't adjust. And sometimes it ain't no hate. You just outgrow people. And so I married the Air Force for 12 years, and we was like, look, I love you. I appreciate what you've done for me. I've grown. I'm a better person. But the direction in which you're going is not the direction I want to go in. So let's part ways before this get ugly. Yeah, let's leave amicably. Right.
And so the note for the viewers, the note who's watching, if you desire to stay in, stay in. But if you got a olive branch, if you got something that says you can get out, get out. But whatever you do, you got to do 100%. You got to take that step.
Yeah.
And you got to go. You got to go with it with all you got. Because I stayed and I was playing around and I'm gonna stay. Oh, I'm gonna go. But it wasn't until I started making those cool, good, those solid decisions about staying in and doing what I needed to do to stay in. Like I was like, when I was towards the time I wanted to get out, I was like, I need to look at him.
Thanks, DC. DC.
I was thinking like, man, I need to get my degree. I need to have my degree. I need to, set myself up for the future before I get out. And then once I got that, now I'm comfortable. Now I can stay or I can go. So that's good, man. I appreciate your thoughts on that.
That advice. Let me piggyback on that for a second.
Go ahead.
Right now. You said people always ask me like, should I join the military? The only advice I'm going to give anybody about the military, like you said, do it, go hard. But before you go in, they gonna use you, and so if they gonna use you, use them. Whatever job you pick, sure you can use that job when you get out. Because think about it, they're gonna give you all the training, they're gonna give you the OJT, you're gonna have all that under your belt. So if you want to be a police officer, you don't know how to do it, go do that. If you want to be into medical, you want to be into whatever, fixing cars, like we did mechanical, you want to be in media, whatever you want to do, let the military give you all of your. You use that as leverage when you come out. Do not go to the military just to go.
Make sure, and I just want to nail it in. Make sure, one, you do not, under any circumstances, go in open nothing.
Oh my God!
We had a whole talk about that last week.
Open medical. Don't go into open nothing. Choose your course. Now, here's the caveat. When you try to choose your course, they're going to be like, oh, it's going to be 8 months. Oh, it's going to be a year. Okay. Now, the problem is with that is if you're in a tight spot and you need to get away, you might have to pick something else. I still wouldn't do open, but I'm like, well, give me something that's closer to my timeline. I got about 3 months before I'm about to slap everybody out here. So,
and then don't,
you know what I mean? So pick something else, but never do open.
And then don't be afraid to know that if you don't like it, you can change your job.
You can.
Right. I was just going to get to that.
People don't know that.
Right.
Yeah, you can.
I was just going to get to that. What is this? What is the speculation? What is the stipulations on cross training? Because I remember cross training. Yeah. Remember we talked about that. I cross trained from SP to vehicle ops, which is transportation. So I remember doing it. I just don't remember what I had to do or go through until that time. I just remember I wanted to get out of SP so bad. When my time was up and they was like, yeah, you good. I was like, get me the fuck out of here. I'm out of here. I was like, I'm gone, man.
Take this gun. Take this gun belt. I don't care about your gun line. I'm out.
So I cross-trained. I was combat search and rescue, so I was a maintainer. And when I did my second 6 years, when I did it up here in Michigan, I went to services. If I would have been services from the beginning, I'd have did 30 years. I love services. Services was so much fun. So the stipulation is most of the time when you contract, whether it's 4 years, 2 years, 3 years, 6 years, you have to obligate yourself to that. Now, when that time coming, you're about a year out from that, that's when you need to start making them phone calls. Hey, I want to go into supply, or I want to go into services, or I want to go over into TMO, or I want to go do medical. You can do that, but you got to make sure that you do that first half of your initial contract of what you obligated to. Then after that, because they like, oh, you already
so that's
up.
What it was, because it was a little bit after that, because I remember it was a while, because I had did SP for a while. I did SP for like a year or so.
Now the caveat to that, and I'm just want to add a nugget there. You got to politic.
Yes.
You got to politic.
Most
you can't be around there cussing folks out, slapping folks.
Oh yeah, no, you got to be
and
good.
then you need that signature.
You said
to
slapping
leave.
folks.
I'm a man first.
So you
Right.
got a politic. You better hold that thought. You got a politic, and then you gotta keep your nose clean, and you gotta, whatever job you was in, you gotta be doing good at it. So that's just my advice for those who want to get another job. Don't just be around there dragging your feet and thinking you just about to slide and do something else, because that ain't gonna happen.
Hey,
Right.
Jay,
Yeah.
I'm a man first.
All right, since he said that, all right. See, he brings me to my topic of the day. Topic of the day: group punishment. Now, let me back this up. We both went through basic, and buddy, Airman Snuffy had a doggone candy bar that he stole from KP duty, brought it in the dorm. T.I. finds it. Everybody on their face doing push-ups. So is that good or bad? I ask you, Hustle, first, what you feel?
I mean, it's good because I'm gonna say that now because I know what it was teaching.
Hey, because you ain't gotta do no push-ups.
Well, that, and I know now as an adult, as my old as the experience with T, I know what it was teaching. So, okay. But at the time, hell no, that nigga fuck up that nigga, punish that nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No. But at the time, now I know what it was teaching. But yeah. No.
All right.
You know
what I'm saying? Rock, I know you itching to go, but I'm gonna set the stage.
Okay.
Imagine in Okinawa, Japan, we had a great weekend. I mean, it was a great weekend. We got off Friday. We went to the spot. It probably looked something like where's that picture at? Nah, I didn't bring it up. Okay, so we got off work. We hit the old package store. We got us a little some.
Not the package.
You know what I mean? The class 6, if you will. And we had a good time, but we did it safely. Yes. At least our crew did. Sunday at about 05 in the morning, we all get a call.
Crazy hours.
Recall. Everybody get to the squadron in your blues.
Wow.
Dress blues. So 1, you better hope you had them Jones ready. And 2, you got to get in them. So we get there. We stand at attention, getting our face yelled at because somebody else was drinking and driving.
DC.
Somebody else was drinking and driving and got pulled over. The person who was drinking and driving was not even present. Why? Because he was still in jail.
Yep.
We getting what is commonly referred to is the business. Now, P, let me tell you, we getting the business so bad that it's almost over. It's almost over. And he laughing because he knows it's true. We almost out of here. We done got fussed at for about 45 minutes. We standing at attention. The captain or the I don't know if it's the commander looks out and is like, does anybody have anything? Now, P, what do you say if they say if anybody has anything? Now, we've been getting yelled at for 45 minutes. What would you say?
Not a motherfucking word.
Nothing at all. Nothing. Zippo. And this is what you see raising up. That hand right there goes into the sky. And I'll let you finish. Yes, Airman Jackson, what do you got for us?
Listen, while we all here, and I get that, but like, I don't appreciate y'all yelling at us like that. Listen, I don't have no respect. But listen, on my uniform, it says Jackson right here. they say U.S. Air Force. I'm a man. my heart with the United States Air Force because it's on this side. But when you read this way across my teeth, if you read in English, it say Jack. So I'm a man first. Then I work for the United States Air Force. I don't appreciate disrespectful. I'm paraphrasing, right?
In front of the whole squadron, dog.
Listen, the colonel, the captain, the LT, the first supervisor, the shift leader, the production manager, all the sergeant, all the air. All right, that's all I did to say.
Bro, they dismissed us all except this dude
and left you behind.
Airman Jack. Hold up, bro.
Yeah. They was like, everybody else, y'all have a good rest of the day. Go put them blues in the cleaners.
Right.
Y'all good. No drinking and driving. We got us one.
Listen.
He volunteered as tribute at that point. So tell us, Rock, if you could go back to that scenario, what? It's not a trick question, by the way. But what difference? What things would you have done differently there?
You talking about now? What I know?
No, yeah. From what you know now, what would you have done differently?
Now grown up, mature, would have pulled probably the first shirt of somebody to the side, and I'd have had a conversation with them. You know what I'm saying, but like you need. Like be punished, and the wild part made me upset was the end. It was the end. We're not talking about
NCOs. Yep.
We're not talking about airmen and baby airmen as senior airmen. We're talking about staff, tech sergeants, master. We're talking about all the people who are in charge of the young dumb people. For folks, I can understand the people dumb. We don't know. We're being so super old. People giving us the rules. Y'all the ones like yo. You gotta see. But nowadays, it made me mad. That's
so. It was an NCO that fucked up.
Yeah, it was always an NCO.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. And they was
see. Now you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it was definitely 100% NCO. Now,
bro.
We
that's
did get
unfair
in trouble.
Punishment.
We did get in trouble and we did some wild stuff, but to be called in front of the whole squadron, we didn't go that far.
And they reamed y'all like it was, and they reamed y'all like y'all the ones that did it, like exactly. It was one of y'all
and like I said,
one of y'all people.
And the dude wasn't even there; he was still in jail.
But I understand the concept now, right? Like you were saying, like when on my 20, because you can get 20. It was 20 over there. Was it? It was. You can drink at 20. Yeah. On my 21st, 3 was like. Now mine's already been drinking. 21. Jay drank weekend. Jay was. I'm not drinking nothing. Wherever you go, have you. And so I never forget that. I was drinking Friday and literally had to take leave. I had to take leave on Monday. So drunk. Them was the homie. And like BT, he stayed. He ended up doing that. That's Marcus, J3, and what's dog name?
That's Taylor. Brandon.
BT on the other end.
Scotty Too Hottie.
Scotty Too Hottie. So when I went drinking on my 21st, 3 sure I was good. It was so lit. His 21st birthday, his birthday, it's a man teaching us the no man left behind. You know what I'm saying? Don't judge me. Let me clear something up real quick.
What?
I was going through an identity crisis. Don't judge me on my
talking about with the hazel eyes.
They was great, but that's neither here nor. It was great. Listen, I was going through something. You know what I'm saying? But like we used to always, and so what they was trying to teach us is that
I got you.
If you out and about and you out of line and you letting them be out of line, that's your fault too. And so I understand that concept now that I'm older. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
this is my dog, man. Like that picture, that's one of my favorite pictures, bro. That's one of my favorite
so this picture was now I'm about to tell this story. This is crazy.
Jack,
now that you bring that up about us being in front of, I was getting ready to deploy, right?
Yeah.
But this man was in his blues because he was going in front of the commander. Oh, that's
I just got, that was my first Article 15. My first.
Yeah, I was like,
15.
So this is like a pivotal part in our career. That was my first deployment, and then that was his first article.
Article 15.
However,
y'all both going on two different sides of the different sides of the spectrum.
But yet and still, we was able to turn it around. Cause like I end up going on that deployment because I messed up my paperwork on my enlistment, right? And so they had extended me there in Kadena for another like 8 months because I didn't go to the oiler room and sign my paperwork, right? So I'm like,
oh, snap.
So I had got a replacement, Shorty came and replaced me. I didn't have nowhere to go work. So I went over to the main supply squadron and asked for a deployment just so to buy that time. At the same time, my name was mud with the leadership. I wasn't doing very well. We both was on that track for real. This deployment helped me find myself, and I believe that article helped him find himself.
Yes,
what you say?
For sure. It made me the reason why I got it is because it started with my supervisor being a little bit racist, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it was the first time I really kind of experienced that. When you from Detroit, by population, Detroit is the blackest city by population. Are there more black people in Atlanta? Are there more black people in Mississippi? Yeah, but when you talk about numbers, it's like my best friend is white, and he was the token white boy, Mm-hmm. And so like when you used to coming from black, hood, urban, and you get in the military, and I'm like, system of a down. What's this rock? What's this? Right. It's a culture shock a little bit. But I blend. I don't judge nobody by their color, and so I was always cool. And so because my best friend at the time, who I got my first tattoo with, was white, I just thought like people is racist or maybe they prejudiced. My supervisor, I don't care. I say his name, Darren Montefiore. He was from the South. He was from the South.
Beep that out, guys. Come on, moderators, beep that out, because
I guarantee he retired. But listen, so for him he had this like country Southern thing going on, and so he used to talking to black people a certain type of way, and I'm like, who was you talking to, blood?
Because he a man first.
Look, like, no, you can't talk to me like that. He called me Toby, bro.
Oh hell no! Yeah, he's pretty racist. He prejudiced as fuck.
Oh, and he did it in candor. He was like, I'm like, yeah, I'm working on the paperwork or whatever. I'm like, hey man, I got it, man. I'm cool. I'm straight. Like, I'm gonna transcribe the forms. I'm gonna do the pre-flight. I got that. Don't worry about that. Like, I'm locked in right now. Come on, man. You got to talk to me, Toby.
Facts. Like, you got me fucked up.
Right?
Oh, my bad, Mama Jack.
I do feel like a slave around
here. You got
me
messed up. Sorry, I don't like the racial stuff. Mama Jack.
Yeah, the racial stuff's crazy.
You got me mad. that just made me mad, man.
I just cut into it. Listen, all rank, all age, all that went out the window, and I went on for like a whole month tandem. I just didn't care after that.
Yeah,
because I was like, I don't even want to be here, and I ended up getting Article 15.
Yeah, we had some wild times. We had to kind of hold each other down, kind of hold them a little bit accountable. Because I didn't have no foot to stand on. I was wilding with my supervisor as well. But let's skip to the next segment here, and we can continue it going. Question a vet: what is your greatest defeat? in the military? What would you say your greatest downfall was?
I didn't understand the concepts of what they were trying to teach us and the ways that they were trying to teach us. Like PG was just saying, that group punishment meant more in a grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
Me sweeping the hangar is not punishment. Hey, you need to chill out. You need to calm down, slow down, be cool. You know what I'm saying? Think before you like plan things out. Like all of those things meant something, right? And so not understanding early enough what the military was trying to teach me. Like you said, PG, I was going, like, I seen the path, right? I knew I needed to go to the military because I needed the discipline. And I didn't care about running and being yelled at. That didn't bother me. But I knew I needed some structure because college wasn't going to go crazy. And so as much as I wanted the discipline, I didn't understand the concepts of how to get the discipline. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I kind of, I don't want to say I regret. I don't know. I want to say, you asked that question earlier. I don't know. I want to say I wish I would have stayed here, but like, I take that back. My greatest defeat was I didn't get my degree. Remember, I told you my mom said join the military. I told you my dad told me join the Air Force. My grandfather, may he rest in peace, he told me, he said, only thing I ask is that you get your degree. And I'm 40 plus years old and I still don't have that. So I feel like I kind of let him down. So I would say that would be my greatest defeat. I didn't do what he asked me to do.
Okay. What would you say your greatest success was in the military?
Once I figured it out. Once I figured out the why. Once I started making rank, I had a line number for tech. And so when I realized that my power was, shout out to, Uncle, my aunt, Sergeant Ward. He took me under. He was like, look, man, you got to play the game. And being dependable is a gift and a curse. And when I understood what he meant by that, he was like, Sergeant Jackson, you a beast. You gonna show up. You gonna have everything on time. You got the discipline, but you got to leverage them the way that they leverage you. And when I figured that out, and I've taken that into my life now, that's why we'll talk about the movies and stuff. But like even when I was working at Quicken Loans, when I was working at AT&T, like you're gonna have to tell me no. And when I ask you for something, because I'm so good, I'm number one. I'm always on time. I'm always showing up. I'm always prepared. You're gonna feel bad for telling me no because I'm doing too much.
Yeah.
I'm too valuable for you not to. I'm too valuable for you to piss me off, so I stopped doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, right.
And I figured that out. So that's my greatest success.
I appreciate that, man. P, you got anything, or you want to? I'm going to roll to the clip of the day.
No, I'm good. I'm enjoying the time we got with Rock City. You know what I'm saying? I'm enjoying the pictures, the memories, the stories,
this is good, man.
All that. I'm ready for this clip, man. Let's go. Roll it, beautiful.
All right, let's go. Rolling the clip. Want to get your take first, Rock City.
All
right, man. Where's your helmet?
I don't have it, sir.
Why not?
Long story short, I pawned it. I need money for a vape.
Are you being dead ass right now? Like you actually pawned your helmet?
Roger, sir.
And you used it for vape?
Roger, sir. I'm gonna pay it off in my next paycheck.
Next paycheck. So you're gonna get it out of pawn next paycheck. Actually, you know what? Fuck this. Go get your first line. Go get me your sergeant right now.
Roger, sir.
All right. So why is your soldier telling me that he pawned his helmet? Did you know anything about this?
No, Sergeant, I wasn't tracking.
All right. Okay, so we got that. When did you pawn this thing?
On Friday, sir.
On Friday.
Right, sir.
All right. Didn't you all do a layout yesterday because we're going to the field tomorrow?
Yes, we did, Sergeant, and he had a helmet in his layout. I touched his helmet.
How can he have a helmet if he pawned it on Friday and you did a layout yesterday? Was that not your helmet? Did you just borrow one?
My battle buddy lent it to you, sir.
Your battle buddy lent it to you. Okay. All right. So you realize that you just fucked your NCO.
Roger, sir.
Actually, you know what? Never mind. I got something for you. I'll fix this. Position of attention, move. Front lean arrest position, move. All right. You see this, right?
Roger, sir.
You got your NCO here. So why the fuck did you think it was okay to pawn your fucking helmet?
No excuses.
No fucking excuse. In cadence.
In cadence.
Exercise. 1, 2, 3.
What?
I don't even know what to say, bro. I like.
Jeez.
It's so much to dissect there, man.
Jackson,
he didn't just throw. Listen, he didn't just throw his NCO. He threw it. That's like me and you going somewhere, J3, and we did something, and I got caught, and they like, "Who was you with?" I was with J3.
Yeah,
you threw wingman. You threw your battle buddy under the bus. Your NCO already in trouble.
Oh my god!
Because he not doing his job.
Major. Yeah.
I'll say this, man. I hope, and and again, no disrespect to nobody. I hope that the military starts to do a better job with recruitment, right? And
yeah,
it's tough because you got places like, in the middle of nowhere, Montana, Wisconsin, or you in the top part of Texas, and you have to recruit from there, right? And so you don't, as a recruiter, you don't want to lose your job because you're not recruiting. So you got to kind of get the people that's kind of in your town to do your thing. They got to do a better job, man. They got to I've known some people like that. Like, bro, how did you survive basic training, bro? How did you make it?
That was the point I was getting ready to make. Like, how did he don't even sound like he barely made it out of basic, man.
But but again, it's a group thing. You got to remember.
Yeah.
When you get to training, if the percentages, the numbers say if you got 40 people in a flight, everybody knows that there's about 7 people in that flight that should not be in the military.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But out of them 7 people, they only gonna catch 4 of them, so 3 of them gonna slip through. He was one to slip through.
see. So now I know I went in a little bit before y'all now, and I heard that they also changed it too, where it's not 6 weeks no more. It's not. What is it?
It's longer now.
Air Force used to be 6 weeks, right?
Yeah,
I think ours was like 6-7 weeks, something like that. Yeah.
Now I think it's like 9 weeks now.
I thought it was
like a weekend, like a week break in between or something.
Oh, I thought it was. I thought they lowered it. Okay,
on here. He gonna let us know.
Okay, I thought they lowered the time. I didn't know they raised it.
It's longer now.
It's longer now. Okay.
Like the last I heard, it was like 9 weeks.
The basic.
You do the week you get there, like 0 week or rainbow week. They didn't have no training. They just kind of putting everybody together. That's a whole week.
Oh, excuse me.
And then
what the hell is that?
Yeah. And then
we were straight off the bus, man. We were straight off the bus, dog.
Hey, put the bag down.
I'm coming all night long. I don't care what time we was coming in all night long off the bus in some bro. Never mind. Go ahead. Anyway,
yeah.
I think me personally,
that's crazy.
I think it needs to be 9 weeks will be 2 months. I think it should be nonstop every single day on your ass.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. It's not about, and again, in hindsight, looking back now, even when we go to your first base, everything you do, you know what I'm saying? Like, right. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm silly and good, but guess what I knew though? I knew how to put on my gas mask. I knew where my M's. I knew I could still to this day, I can break an M16 without even having to have my eyes open. Right?
Yeah.
All those little intricate, that training and everything helps you for when you go over there. When I went to Balad, when I went to Iraq, and I was there for 7.5 months, if I had not had the training, I'd have broke. I still to this day have issues and trouble sleeping, but like being deployed, shout out to the Redeployment Podcast.
Hey.
Being deployed is the closest thing you're gonna have to being in jail. The closest thing to being in jail.
That's crazy.
It's a fancy jail when you deploy and you overseas. You're away from your family. You got to eat you eat good, but like you separated from society, bro.
Y'all don't even go out. Y'all don't really go off base or none of that, huh?
You can't.
Depends on where you at.
Right. I was about to say depends, because some places you can't go. Some places you can't just
Well,
you
and
out.
then some
When I
people
went to Al Dafur, that's in Dubai. I went to listen, I loved it so much. I went for 6 months, came home, I replaced my replacements. I went back for another 7 months.
dang.
In
Some
Dubai,
some places you go off base, but it ain't fun. That's going out to the wire where they at.
Korea?
No, when you're in Afghanistan, you go off base.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
No, thank you. No, thank you.
So
He said no,
we get
thank
ready to
you.
wrap up, but I don't want to take your time away, Rock. I really appreciate you coming, bro.
Yeah,
I
man.
do want the rest of this time to be yours. I got your roles here. Tell us how you got into let me remove some of the stuff. How you got into acting. Tell us about your roles. Like, how did all this come to fruition?
It started when I got out. It started when I first got out of the military. You know, when I first got out, it was during the housing crisis, like 06, 07. You know what I'm saying? It was really crazy. You know what I'm saying? And so I went, you know, and I still was in the military, and I just needed something to do. And so, you know, when you back in the city, you back home, you start making connections. And so during that time, theater was big. And so, you know, you see the picture right here, bro. I'm goofy, bro. I like to have fun, and I always had that in me, right? And so the people who were in theater, there was this big shift from people in theater, and everybody started making movies. And so the people who did that, they like, Rob is a great actor. If you can do theater, you can do movies. If you do movies, you can't always do theater. There's a big gap between that, because in theater, it's like this. Even if you make a mistake, you got to keep going. In movies, you can be on take 27 trying to get it right.
Yeah.
So
got you.
These movies here, these are everything that's of course, I'm gonna shout out my first lead role is God Forgives I Don't. It's faith-based.
Let me take a time out here. This man, so me and Rock has stayed in touch via, we call, you know, check in here and there. We just started, once I came back to the States, going to these football games and really hanging out for real. But other than that, it's just been me liking his stuff on Facebook and Instagram. And then one day he sends me just like a title screen of this movie. And he was like, yo, J3, you'll love this one. Yeah. I was like, why you say that, bro? Like, I mean, I rock with you. I'm probably gonna like it. He was like, no, this is the one, right? And then he was like, I'm playing the preacher. I said, and if you know me, you know I'm big gospel. Yeah, I'm big G-O-D. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he was like, you'll like this. I'll pop this joint on. And I was like, Rock, you got something, bro.
Thank you,
got
man.
something. I said, man, whatever I can do, nigga, is going up. Let me, I'm bragging on this dude. Let me tell you where I knew it was messed up. This what happened. I'm at work. I come home from work, find my wife. My wife chilling, watching Tubi. I look, and I was like, wait, you in here watching my homeboy? My wife is watching his movies, and I'm not there. I said, oh, if she locked in on this dude, we good. He got something.
Right,
man.
Yeah.
I come in and I'm like, no, you are not watching. I text right away. I took a screenshot, sent it to this. I said, look what your girl doing. She's sitting here watching you, and I'm at work. Like, I should feel a separate way.
It's all family. It's all family.
But man,
he got proud, man. It's
bro,
all
you got
good.
something, bro. For real.
That's what's up,
for real.
man.
You got something.
So I don't. I did a couple before that, but that was my shout out to the shoe lady. Shout out Janaea Black. You know, Silverline. Everybody, I'm really everything you see with a check right now. That's my butter right here.
Okay.
I filmed yesterday, literally just filmed yesterday. So I'm at 44 movies completed.
Man,
Nice.
shouts
and I'm
out to 44 movies.
yeah, man.
That's
Nice, man.
crazy,
Nice.
man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
dope.
So what's happening right now? There's a shift going on Tubi. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to DC. I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
we
Yeah,
all
man.
You know I'm finna slap it on. I'm
so-
gonna tell you. I've seen a couple of these. I know I've seen A Good Man.
Yes, everybody.
Yeah.
That's where a lot of people know me from. A Good
Yeah,
Man.
I know I've
and
seen that one.
what's the other one everybody knows? Rotten. That was a big one for me, man.
Rotten.
That was a big
Okay.
one for me. Yeah, a lot of because
Hey,
Rotten
and
got
if
a
you
lot of
are-
steam.
If you are what's
I think
that
I've seen
movie?
Lies and Loyalty too, because I'll be on
Yeah.
Tubi, dog. And I
What's
love the
the
Detroit
the
movies. I love the
Friendly Date?
Detroit movie scene, dog. It's dope.
Yeah, friendly date.
The Friendly
is
Date, like what's
booty call.
it's kind of like
Like
booty call. Yeah, it's
oh
it's
yeah.
a good. Just
And that's-
put
I'm
it
finna be
on,
locked
let it
in.
roll.
And that's,
getting
for
off on
me,
that one.
You know, shout out to Great Lakes Productions, my man Gary. What I love about that movie is Jamie Foxx is my favorite actor. Like,
Okay.
I feel like he's the most versatile, most talented person.
Oh yeah.
And it felt so good to be able to be in a movie that was like that. That was a homage to my favorite actor. So I literally went and did my thing with that. And again, we're all getting better, man.
Yes,
You know,
sir.
we
I'm
kinda-
sending it to you.
You know, we're
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
I was about to
Tubi
say, yeah,
and
you're gonna have to
Detroit,
send me too.
we're getting better. We're getting better. But I'm at this point, like I love the game so much. I actually just officially late last year, I got my production company. And so my tagline, I like Ocho Cinco. And so I heard him say, "Get your popcorn ready" one day. And I was like, and so I just started saying it. So now that's my tagline. They call me Mr. Get Your Popcorn. They like, if Rob is in that movie,
Right.
it's good. And
Get your
so Get Your
popcorn ready,
Popcorn Ready
baby.
Productions is now my thing. I got that trademarked and everything. And so I got my own movies coming out pretty soon. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Hey, man, you need some actors, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man, you already know.
My-
Hey,
hey,
man, matter of fact,
I don't
Say
even
less.
talk that
We're gonna
much,
talk
bro.
off screen. We're gonna
Me
talk
and
off.
P
We're
will
gonna talk
be
off
there.
Western, man. We got you. Yeah.
Hey,
I'm there,
P,
man.
Say
he
less.
gonna be he gonna have the strap on. You feel me?
I'm sleep. No,
I'ma
man, hold
be-
on.
I'ma be just- Hey, let me out, P. Let me out.
Let me out.
Let me out.
So
Let
when it
me
comes
out,
to acting,
P.
though, here
I
goes the
can't
thing
do
with
it.
acting, though. If I was gonna PG, if I was gonna have you in something, I wouldn't even have you play nothing gangster. I'll make you do
Right.
the opposite. And
Exactly.
I would make J3 do something gangster.
Right.
Why?
Exactly.
But why though?
I'm with it. You say why?
Why?
Just to see the range? I want to see the range, huh? You want to see the range?
If you can be the opposite of who you are every day,
Right. That's how you can
Yeah.
act. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I appreciate
Most
that,
definitely. And that's what it takes. That's where it takes, like, being able, like, a lot of times people don't understand, like, when we from the hood or we from the inner city, or when we had those parents and that support system that puts us, you know what I'm saying, that puts us in different situations, to better ourselves. We interact with different people, so when we grow, we know how to switch it on. We know how to be professional in certain settings. We know how to talk. We know how to do that. So that gives us the range to be able to dig into them characters and be able to do that too. Because you know what I mean. It gives you that. You know what I mean. So that's some. You know, that's just a little something.
I want to comment on what DC said. What David Collins in the comments said.
Yeah.
He said, "Holla at him when you're ready to start ministering." So I've been, J3 is a man of God, and I've been on my journey, and I'm a part of my church as well. And my principal when I was a kid, he was like, he either gonna be a lawyer, a preacher, or a car salesman. And so I love God, right? And so I've been praying. I pray all the time, man. And so God has a funny way of doing things. He has a sense of humor. I've been acting and doing everything before that. My very first lead role, I play a preacher. I play a pastor. And that's when I was like, okay. And when you doing what God wants you to do, he gonna line it up. When I tell you this is the easiest thing I've ever done, and I mean, I'm not talking about being in movies. That's difficult. But I'm talking about getting roles and like doing what I'm doing. It's so easy. I'm coasting. I haven't had to work too hard. I mean, I go to auditions. I get told no. I get, I want roles, but like when I'm on set, I don't feel no. Yeah, it's nothing.
Yeah.
So that's how I know I'm going down the right path.
Hey man, that's dope. I appreciate that, man.
Quick question before we wrap. When you don't get a role,
Yeah.
do you feel like that wasn't for you? You feel like God is putting you on a different path? Like that role wasn't for me. That's cool. All right, I got you, God. I'm listening to you. Is that how you move when that happens?
At first, no.
Okay.
I took it personal. I'm like,
okay.
it's who y'all.
Yeah.
But you had to learn
to
learn to fit into that.
But my pastor said something, and Jaden told me some stuff, and a couple other people, and I live by this motto: rejection is oftentimes protection.
Oh, say that again, bro. One more time.
Rejection is protection. Sometimes the very same thing that you wanted to happen that didn't happen was exactly what was supposed to be for you.
Right. That's deep. That's tough.
Deep.
Because you want to be on a production so bad, you want to be around these people, and guess what? They ain't get paid. Guess what?
Right.
That movie didn't come out.
Right.
Guess what? Somebody got into a fight on set, and they messed up their whole reputation out.
Right.
You could have been a part of that, but God kept you away from that. And so that's why I'm grateful for when I finally do go through. And I don't get the role, cool. It's all love. I see you on the next one. But yesterday's price ain't today's price.
My nigga, you know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Hey, you know what I'm
you gonna pay later.
Hey, when you circle back,
support now, you gonna pay later.
Hey, when you circle back, hey, right. One more. I got one more question before we go. If somebody out there that's watching this that's trying to get into it, where would you send them? Where would they start to get to their acting career?
That's a beautiful question right there.
Great question. Great question. So the very first thing before you do anything, I always tell people this: what is your why? Why? Why do you want to act? Now here's the thing: I don't care what it is. If it's for, I just want to be popular. Cool. I'm doing it for the money. Cool. Oh, I want to travel. Cool. Whatever the reason is, don't tell nobody. Have a reason, figure out a why, and focus on that. And when you focus on whatever your why is, I want 100,000 followers. I want, I want 1 million followers, or I'm trying to, whatever the why is, focus on that. Number 2, once you figure out your why, if you don't have information in today's time, it's because you're lazy. Everything you need is at your fingertips. You are literally walking around with a computer in your pocket. Social media makes it so easy. Go follow, when you go on Tubi, go to the description, follow the Shoe Lady, follow Tanja the Shoe Lady, follow Rocky, follow D Ford, follow Ebony Taste, follow Des Cortez, follow me, follow all of the people, Nunu Thurman, follow the L Maddox, everybody that's in the game that you see, the Kamals, the Diesels, the Mina Monroes, the Crystal Dodal, Denzel, me, all those people, follow them. And here's why: because at some point they're gonna say it's a casting call. So all you got to do is stay connected to them. Yeah. And when they say it's a casting call, show up. And when you go into a casting call, the easiest way to be successful is already understand what I was saying before. The worst thing they're going to tell you is no. And sometimes no doesn't mean that you're not a good actor. It means you're the right skin tone, you got the right voice, you just too tall. Okay. You just too short. Or we need a dark skinned guy because the dynamic don't work. You're an amazing actor, but we need a dark skinned guy, or we need a light skinned guy. So understand that no doesn't mean that you're a bad actor. It just means you don't fit that role. Be okay with no and do the networking. Show up. As long as you show up, there's a guy that I know, Jason Sims. Jay is at every single last casting call. But guess what? When they can't find somebody, they got to call Jay because they know he's going to show up. And you're going to have to pay him double now.
Yeah.
That's it. Just be okay with being no and understand what your why is, and you should be just fine. And network, show up, be on time, and then don't be late, be off script.
Just a follow up to that, would you tell folks to like practice? Like how do you practice? Like, do they need to find a script and just kind of work on it in the mirror? Like, what do you do? Like,
Listen, we do it every day.
Okay.
Every day you get on social media and you make a video, you make a selfie. Every day we audition.
Okay.
You're in your head thinking it's more than that.
Yeah.
Go online, get you a script, set your camera up, and talk to yourself. Videotape yourself, and then also take classes, man. Even if and I'm like you were saying, you know, before we got on PG, like I used to kind of, there's a lot of pay to play, right? You know, going on in some places where, oh, come take our class and then we'll put you in the movie. I used to be anti, but then I realized sometimes you got to do that, right? Because you got to weed out the people that are not serious. And so sometimes, you got to spend that $200 to take that class. Yeah. And I used to think it was like predatory, but then I understood it from a producer's end. I'm not going to J3 in a movie because he my man's. Right, I need to know that he can do this ahead of time, and then if this your first time, let me put you in front of the people that I know is good actors and see how you react to that. And once I know that you can show up, you can be on time, you can be off script, you can do all that. All right, cool. I'll put you in the movie. You got to go through that process. Sometimes you have to pay to play.
Right. I get it, and I do, and that's funny because we was talking about that earlier, and I know we've been getting ready to wrap up, but as I'm older now, I do realize that. Trying and going into my own thing, and like I was explaining, like it's kind of hard to get a team together. And you remember what I just said, unless sometimes you pay. Like when you start paying somebody and you got some stuff going and y'all actually doing some stuff and you handing out roles and stuff and people really about it and you paying, it's easy to get people, and it works both ways, and that does weed out a lot of things. It does weed out a lot of stuff. So I definitely get it. I know now.
Because they what they say, if you think hiring a professional is expensive, wait till you see the cost of hiring an amateur.
Right.
Listen, I'll cook on here.
Boy. Yeah. No, that's real shit.
Cook on here.
That's real shit. You cooking. And that's on that ain't just in acting. That's everyday life.
Everything.
That's everything. Go hire a motherfucking amateur plumber and see if you don't fucking play double.
Yeah.
Hire Pookie that say he know how to fix something and don't really know how to fix that shit. Watch your ass pay double. Listen.
Man, I hired this one dude to do my floors, man. So funny. He charged me it was less. I was like, oh man, $800 to do my floors. I was like, bet. So I go to the other homeboy. It was like, man, what do you charge you? I said, man, I pay him $800. He was like, Jack. He called me Jack. He was like, Jack,
it's over with.
Enough. He was like, that ain't enough.
With.
Man,
it ain't even the supplies.
Look what Buddy brought. Man, he bought a quarter of what he needed to do the floor.
Wow.
So then I had to go back and buy more stuff. Like, bruh.
And you got to pay to tear up the old stuff.
Bruh. So yeah, y'all right. But look, let me let y'all get off here, man. I know y'all busy. I appreciate y'all time. First of all, let me thank Black Money Media for allowing us to do this. So one shout out to them. Shout out to PG the Hustle, my co-host, man. I appreciate you coming out. Thank you to my mans and them. My mans and them. Robert Q. Jackson, the to-be star, the actor, the father, the doggone brother. Oh, real quick, shout out to his sister, just got married.
Shout out to Pee Wee, Amber. I love you, baby.
Yes,
congratulations
sir. Shout out to your
pops. Congrats.
Very, very cool individual, his pops. And the whole family, your son, man.
Yeah.
I love
He'll be here next week.
Yeah, I love to see y'all get down, man, because this dude gets cars and be taking his son all around in slingshots and Ferraris and all that.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he doing big. Yeah. So, but thank y'all for tuning in. My hope for this show is if you're in the military and you want to stay or go, I hope something was said here to give you that decision. If you're not in the military and want to come in, I hope something was said here to give you what you need to sign those papers and go ahead and jump in. If you are just a normal civilian and never have interacted with a military person, this is us. A lot of our stories is like your stories. So I just want y'all to see us, hear us, and understand that we go through exactly what you go through. Thank y'all for tuning in for episode 3 of the Redeployment Podcast. You can follow us, follow Rock City, follow PG, follow myself. Links in the bio. I'll put y'all links up. Y'all send me y'all links.
Yeah.
I'll put them up.
Put that movie list up too. Put that movie list.
Yeah, I
up
got
for
you,
the
man.
people
Oh,
too.
and yes, we gotta share the movie list. Movie list is getting shared. I'm probably just gonna post it on my story.
Post it.
Y'all gotta go check this guy out.
Thank
Follow
you,
the
man.
production team, because you know if he's in the movies getting the production going, the production is good. So they're gonna produce more stuff. So yeah, this is a share space. Everybody get their stuff off. Everybody do. We here to support everybody. So love y'all. I'm gonna see y'all
too, bro.
in the next episode.
All right.
Peace.
Much love, my G. Y'all have a good one.